Here, the process and the events of gastrulation in chick are explained. And already under cleavage, we have given the formation of epiblast, blastocele, hypoblast in a chick embryo. That idea is very important to go into the process of gastrulation. Now here you see there is the yolk, and on the surface of the yolk there is the blastod disc. That is the region for the division of nucleus into blastoderm. So the first formed layer of the blastoderm is epiblast, and by the delamination of the epiblast, delamination in the sense the separation of cells and migration of cells from the epiblast layer to form the new layer called hypoblast. So hypoblast is formed from the delamination of epiblast, and then between the two there comes the blastocele, that is the cavity. So with this idea you get into the process of gastrulation. Now here this blastoderm will become into a circular structure like this by the condensation of epiblast cells in an area called area pellucida, which forms the inner part of this circle. And then the outer part is made of the marginal cells between the area pellucida and the yolk called area opaca. Here it is said the cells of the epiblast region having significance related to the different events of gastrulation. And then the first important step in the gastrulation of chick is formation of primitive streak. Here simply I have put it in abbreviation PS. Now here you see at the caudal region, you assume it to be the anterior and the posterior, which will be also becoming into the part in the coming embryo as well as the developing individual. Now here at the caudal region, the middle part of the area pellucida, there the epiblast cells thicken to form the primary thickening of the primitive streak. Then it simply elongates, moving upward by the movement of epiblast cells. So that way the primary thickening of the epiblast cells as the primitive streak, the initial point of primitive streak, will be elongating this way, forming a groove, primitive groove, and the upper part of anterior part of the primitive groove with a swelling called Hansen's node. And there is a depression, a funnel-like depression called primitive pit, and the Hansen's node otherwise called primitive knot, KNOT. And now here you see this happen at the region of epiblast cell. That's why here the epiblast is to be a significant area for the process of gastrulation. And after the formation of primitive groove, then the cells of this epiblast region will start moving, migrating through this primitive groove into the blastocele. That's what you see in the case of blastula. That is the end of the cleavage process. Now here you see this is the primitive groove, and the epiblast cells simply modifying and passing through this primitive groove into the lower side. If you assume this may be the dorsal part of the future organism, and which will be going into this blastocele towards hypoblast. which will be the ventral region. And now here you see the arrow mark that shows how there the epiblast cells passing through this primitive groove and to reach this blastocele and will be making a new layer at the region of hypoblast. So that way the hypoblast layer is replaced by the newly entering cells which will be forming into endoderm. So here simply you can mean the hypoblast layer is replaced by the endoderm which are coming from the epiblast layer through the primitive groove. Once they enter through this primitive groove, pass through this primitive groove, that gets the status of the endodermal cells. And then just at the central region, that is between the endoderm and then the epiblast layer, there are the cells which are accumulating to form mesoderm. And here also we can assume the mesodermal cells which are all passing towards the anterior part, that is cephalic region, will become into the chorda mesoderm and the notochordal cells neural tube. That way the mesodermal derivatives, they will be moving towards anterior, lateral and later towards the caudal region also. And these endodermal region also, endodermal cells also will start moving towards anterior, posterior to form the gut and the related secretory glands. So that way the endodermal cells and mesodermal layer as well as mesodermal layer formed out of the cells of the epiblast after they pass through this primitive groove. That's what the importance here. Only when they get into the primitive groove and get modified into the mesodermal layer and endodermal layer, we say that the gastrulation process is completed. Even here you see a simple idea in a longitudinal form. Cephalic region and caudal region. So the mesodermal cells as well as the endodermal cells passing towards the anterior part will become into the chorda mesoderm that way, and the endoderm will become the foregut region and the remaining part of the gut. And after the formation of mesoderm and endoderm, what happens? This primitive groove will start disappearing, degenerating. That way it gives way for the extension of the axial skeletal structures. So you can assume it to be the midline. So disappearance of the primitive groove gives space for the caudal, cephalic to caudal movement of the axial structures to form in the developing embryo. And one more thing, now here the disappearance of this primitive groove said to be regression, and then the inward movement of the epiblast cells through this primitive groove is said to be ingression. Now this would be a good example for the process of ingression, that is the epiblast cells get modified to become into mesoderm, endoderm only when they pass through the primitive groove. So the passage of the epiblast cells through the primitive groove, that process may be called ingression, the migration, the inward migration of the epiblast cells through the primitive groove is called ingression. And then the primitive groove, when get disappearing, that process may be called regression. Then in the meanwhile, there the epiblast cells, which are all on the outer side, will become ectoderm, and in addition to that, the ectodermal cells will be multiplying and moving to cover all over the surface of the gas line embryo. And the process is epibolt.